Hello and welcome back to Let's Watch Death Battle. I am the Max Few Trades, and today we will be watching for the very first time Fulgore from Killer Instinct versus Sektor from Mortal Kombat. An interesting combination, I must say. I wasn't, I feel like it's okay for me to say this. We were actually, the research team that I'm a part of, we were actually asked which Mortal Kombat character, well not character, which Mortal Kombat cyborg, Sektor or Cyrex should be fighting Fulgore, back before this was even announced. And the majority thought Cyrex would have put up a better fight, had the best chances of winning. But they ultimately went with Sektor. I'm actually interested on why they went ahead and did that. But I've got nothing against Sektor. Dude's awesome. We got Fulgore, who is sort of a cyborg, kind of, if we're going by the comics. I'm not entirely sure whether they'll consider those canon, but according to the dubiously canonical comics that came out during Killer Instinct, technically Fulgore is actually a cyborg with the implanted mind and fighting prowess of a character named, I think, Black Eagle, who is actually the older brother of a different Killer Instinct character altogether, who Ultratech, the company that created Fulgore, killed because he was raising too much of a stink and he was trying to stop their evil, nefarious ways. So, he's mostly a cyborg. I feel like it's comfortable in saying that. I'm going to assume they'll probably talk about that because they mentioned the comics for Orchid back when she was in the fight, so I'm going to assume they went with that. And Sektor, we've got the son of the Lin Kuei clan of assassins Grand Master. He is the ridiculously named, although at the same time completely awesomely named, Sektor, who decided, hey, you know what we should do? We should turn all of these ninjas into robots. And then pretty much every single ninja in the Lin Kuei clan of assassins was like, no, I don't think I'd want to do that. I'd rather be a human, thank you. But, yeah, see, the thing is, you don't have much of a choice. And Sektor was, as far as I know, the only Lin Kuei assassin to be fully on board with the idea of becoming a cyborg. The only downside to becoming a cyborg, however, was the fact that he became totally and completely irreversibly insane. Like, completely whack job nutso. It's almost kind of hilarious. Now, those are the brief overviews of them. I obviously researched these characters rather heavily. I played the Killer Instinct games, I played the Mortal Kombat games that they were in, and if you're asking me who I think would win, it's actually a bit closer than you might think. But at the same time, I'm not sure. I feel like Fulgore has a lot more going on for him. I feel like he has more options than Sektor does, where Sektor mostly relies on teleporting and launching a huge armada of missiles at people. It's kind of his thing. He likes to shoot missiles. It's his favorite thing in the world. But Fulgore also has projectiles, but he has a lot of other options available to him. He's also much more of a beast in fist fights. He's able to move much more quickly. However, at the same time, obviously, Sektor is a ninja. He's if I remember, he's a master of ninjutsu, kendo, and sambo. I'm not sure. I probably totally butchered those. I'm sorry. But he's a master of several fighting styles, and he is really quick on his feet. So I think in the end, the only real advantage Sektor clear-cut has over Fulgore is he's much quicker and probably more maneuverable than Fulgore is. But when it comes to maybe durability, pure fighting, pure strength, and everything like that, I think Fulgore pretty much has him beaten almost every regard. However, if Sektor does manage to pull a victory, I could see the argument being made that he could win. Because at the end of the day, both Fulgore and Sektor never managed to actually beat the person that they constantly are fighting all of the time. Every single time Fulgore ever goes up against Jago, he gets completely destroyed. And whenever Sektor tries to fight Sub-Zero, pretty much the exact same story. So they're both not really capable of accomplishing what they've set out to do, but who knows? I just don't know. I guess we're going to have to shut the hell up and actually watch this fantastic show. Let's do this. Alright, so my brain is telling me Fulgore has an advantage, but Sektor could pull a win if he's lucky. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Cyborgs are fucking badass.
Yes, they
As
are.
someone with my own cybernetic arm that suffers constant glitches, I have to agree, cyborgs are awesome.
Like Fulgore, the metal monster of Killer Instinct.
And Sektor,
Rocking the ponytail
ninja
and
cyborg
dreadlocks.
from Mortal Kombat.
Totally should have been Cyrax. Ah, what the hell?
Oh, sorry. Arm's glitching up again.
When you least expect it, Wiz.
I'm actually in a very slim minority that thinks
I'm
Wizard is better than
Boomstick,
Boomstick.
and it's our job
No offense to
analyze their
Boomstick, he's
weapons,
awesome.
armor, and skills
I
to
think
find
Wizard
out
is my
who
favorite.
would win a death battle.
Good luck, Sektor. What you got? Of course, we're talking Fulgore.
In the dystopian world of Killer Instinct, there are no governments, no courts, no nations. There is only the mega corporation that controls the Earth.
Ultratech.
Walmart, Ultratech.
To tighten
Same
his
thing.
iron grip even further, Ultratech's chairman plotted to build an army of cybernetic enforcers. Thus, he created the deadly, sadistic prototype known as Fulgore.
His creator looks a lot like the Kingpin from Marvel Comics.
Fulgore. Now there's a name that will strike fear into your enemies. Just saying it gives me chills. Standing
It's a very
6
good
feet,
name.
5 inches with over 500 pounds of reinforced steel.
Owner of the
Fulgore
hype
is a
beam.
brutal killing machine.
Dudes,
all
that's
while
awesome.
rocking a stylish ponytail. Steven Seagal would be proud.
Actually, to dupe people into trusting their cyborgs, Ultratech cleverly designed Fulgore to look the part of an honorable knight. Helmet plume included.
Is that why he looks like
Call it
that?
what you want, Wiz. That's a ponytail.
Before
Ain't
testing
no shame
the
in a
prototype
ponytail.
even began, Ultratech had sold over 15 million Fulgore units worldwide.
That's a lot of Fulgore.
And if RoboCop's Ed 209 has taught us anything, that's a bad idea.
Someone finally had the bright idea to see if this thing even worked and entered Fulgore into Ultratech's annual Killer Instinct tournament.
Sure enough, there was a major problem. Fulgore's mechanical body was so advanced, Ultratech's top scientists could not create an artificial intelligence that could operate it efficiently.
Fulgore needed the mind of a true fighting spirit.
Black Eagle?
Enter Eagle, the older brother
I actually
of
called it.
KI
Sweet.
combatant Chief Thunder.
Yeah, they're using that
Eagle had
information.
entered a
Interesting.
previous KI tournament and won. He used his newfound fame to publicly protest the evils of Ultratech. The people rallied. Talk of revolution began to seed.
But then some guy at Ultratech, probably the dude who wanted to test Fulgore, was like, hey, let's kill Eagle, stop his revolution, then rip out his brain and drop it in our robot. Eagle mysteriously disappeared, Fulgore started kicking ass, and that guy probably got a promotion.
You can't argue with results like
In the
that.
implanted mind of Eagle, Fulgore effortlessly smashed through foe after
Aw,
foe.
poor TJ.
However, Eagle still lived somewhere within, constantly fighting to overcome his malicious programming and horribly ironic situation.
Yeah.
Fulgore draws from Eagle's traditional Okichita fighting style, which crosses Judo, Taekwondo, and Hapkido with short-range blades.
Oh.
Like his quad plasma claws, which can
So
cut through
Fulgore
almost
actually
any
does have
metal
martial arts
temperatures
experience.
over
I didn't know about that.
30,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
In addition, he's equipped with everything a badass killer cyborg should have. Plasma storm fireballs, a reflector to bounce back projectiles, a cyberport,
Yeah.
a cloaking device, and laser eyes for flare.
And when his foe's time grows short, Fulgore uses one of 4 overwhelming finishers called No
He
Mercy.
turns his head into a turret! Yeah!
I don't even... Where was he keeping that? And how can you see where he's aiming?
Fulgore's strength is staggering.
Logic has
But
no
where does
place
all
in
this
Killer
power
Instinct.
come from? Hidden within his armor chassis is
That giant fucking turret somehow!
a nuclear reactor, which powers everything at his disposal. Fulgore can manually overclock this reactor.
So we're talking about
increasing its
the
charge
newer
multiple
Fulgore.
times.
At
From
max
the new
charge,
games.
he gains a massive power increase, doubling his speed and allowing him to fire a giant laser of doom, the Devastation Beam.
Yeah. If he doubles his speed, then it's probably going to cancel out Sektor's speed
With
advantage.
something like that, he's gotta be unstoppable.
Almost. No.
Until he met the warrior
Called
model
it.
Jago, who literally tore him apart.
Yes, he did.
Despite the dismemberment, Ultratech still had plans for their mechanical butcher. He was rebuilt, stronger, faster, and reprogrammed with a new mission: find and kill his rival, Jago. A mission Fulgore never completed.
Because he's the hero.
Came so close, but then the little wuss called in his god-slaying sister Orchid and double-teamed him into destruction.
Yeah.
Still, Fulgore is a monster, annihilating anyone who gets in his way. Well, nearly anyone. Bitch.
Yeah, Sektor is definitely fighting an uphill battle. I like to think he has a good chance, but I'm not sure. Let's see what they've got to say about him, though. He's definitely not helpless, certainly not.
Earth was in grave danger. The interdimensional overlord Shao Kahn was one victory away from conquering the human world.
In order to stack up with Khan's invading monsters, the Grand Master of the Lin Kuei clan of assassins came up with a plan so crazy, it just might work.
Let's turn all of our ninjas into robots.
Yeah!
That guy's my fucking hero.
Dude.
Thus,
It's ambitious,
the
I'll give him that.
Initiative was created. The first and only willing member of the Lin Kuei to undergo the mechanization was the Grand Master's own son, Sektor.
Who names their kid Sektor? It's like the day his child was born. He's like, I'm gonna give you this cool cyber name just in case I ever pull off my crazy as shit plan to turn everyone I know into robots.
You make fun of him, but he totally did. Everyone's a robot now. It's awesome.
Sektor was already an unrivaled assassin and master of ninjutsu, sambo, and
Kenpo Sambo.
As a cyborg, he's all that, plus extra armor and a never-ending supply of missiles.
Why would a ninja, master of the silent kill, use a missile launcher?
Because it's
He's
awesome.
also got 2 flamethrowers on his wrists, a cloaking device, a laser pistol, a teleporting rocket punch, and lightsabers.
They're actually called pulse blades.
They're definitely lightsabers. Sweet royalty-free lightsabers.
That rocket punch is a serious pain in the butt when you're fighting against Sektor, I learned. Oh, also he can do this. Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
To close a kill, Sektor finishes foes with a brutal fatality, like the Robosec, Missile Strike, or the Compactor.
Squish.
Okay, how do these robo guys keep all this impossible shit in their chests? Do they have black holes for hearts or something?
Possibly.
Regardless of the storage quandary, Sektor's Compactor can crush a human being in mere seconds. At minimum, crushing an entire human body into paste requires nearly 2 tons of pressure. The new Sektor.
That's a lot, but I don't know if it's enough to crush Fulgore.
In multiple Mortal Kombat tournaments
I think he's made of 2 stuff. The stuff is too tough.
And after Khan discovered a loophole around the tournament's rules, Sektor led the Lin Kuei in the invasion of Earthrealm.
But despite the pure badassery of being a robo ninja, not everybody wanted to do it.
Fearing the loss of mind and soul, a few Lin Kuei managed to escape. Sektor was tasked with hunting these traitors and dragging them back to the Grand Master, dead or alive.
Which he didn't do a very good job
The list
of.
of defectors included a young ninja named Sub-Zero.
Oh yeah. The one mountain he could never surmount.
Mecha Sektor was nearly unstoppable. He slaughtered the clan's enemies by the dozens without so much as batting a robo-eye. But no matter how hard he tried, he could never
Mentally
take down
insane,
that
he says it right
poster
there.
boy Sub-Zero.
Until Raiden reset the timeline and practically gift wrapped.
Yeah, Raiden really kind of
However,
sucks.
Sektor's transformation was not perfect. While his cybernetics enhanced his body, they had a different effect on his mind. In just a few years, Sektor unraveled, tumbling deeper and deeper into an unescapable well of insanity. Mad with power, Sektor murdered his own father, intending to claim the title of Grand Master for himself.
But then,
Until Sub-Zero showed up and totally ninja'd that shit, and then kicked him out of the Lin Kuei for good.
poor
Bummer.
Sektor.
Sektor was alone. His only companions the twisted voices in his head. Eventually, he managed to found his own clan of cyber warriors, the Takune. Sektor now roams the realms, hungry for Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat!
You actually did it. You're a cyborg.
We are the Lin Kuei, more skillful than the night.
Okay.
All right,
He's
the
still
bets are
singing.
set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
Death battle!
And there we go. Alright, pause it for a moment. Alright, so after seeing those wonderfully put analysis, as always, they are amazing as they could ever possibly be. But after having seen that, Sektor is probably doomed. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I think he has no chance. I don't know. I mean, it's just initially in my original prediction when I was doing this fight, I thought that maybe because Fulgore constantly kept getting destroyed by Jago, and he didn't really have that much experience winning fights, that would be a huge detriment, where Sektor actually did have some success when it came to beating his opponents. But I guess I completely forgot the fact that Fulgore fought other people other than Jago and won. So he actually does have quite a bit of experience with actually winning fights. And yeah, Sektor, he's pretty much one of the furthermost, like, stomping boys of the Mortal Kombat series. Like, everything that could go wrong for that guy just does. His life is a miserable spiraling hole of awful. But he does have a bit more than I thought he would. He does have the lightsabers, which could come in handy. But at the same time, I feel like Fulgore could probably tank just about anything that he could do. And Sektor's #1 major asset in battle are the thousands of missiles he can launch out of his chest. But at the same time, Fulgore can just use his barrier, so I feel like Sektor will actually put up an admirable fight. I don't think this is going to be a stomp by any means, but I'm almost certain eventually Fulgore is going to charge up his reactor to the point of, like, superpowered, and he's just going to completely stomp him. I mean, I guess the Sektor's compactor might work, but I think Fulgore might be too tough to squish like that. Maybe the Terminator could get crushed by the compactor, but I'm not sure about Fulgore. I guess we'll find out real soon now, won't we? So, how about we shut up with all the talking and we actually see how this fight turns out? Sektor. Invisible! Alright, good luck, Sektor! Forward. Yep, that just happened. And he's charging! Sektor, you gotta stop the charging! There we go. It's something. Don't think the flamethrowers are gonna help much, but that'll do it. Of course, Fulgore being from Killer Instinct, he will... Oh, I thought he was gonna combo break. Oh, there it was! Combo breaker! There's always a combo breaker. Now Sektor's going like full hog on all of this. Now, Sektor's a lot faster than I thought he was. But is it enough? Nope. That's what I thought would happen. And... yeah. Oh, you tried, Sektor. You really did. But... hype beam! Hype beam! Oh. Yeah.
Yep, Devastation Beam lives up to its name.
This was a close one. With his ninja ability, Sektor could easily outmaneuver Fulgore's bulk. But Fulgore had the edge in every
pretty much,
category.
yeah.
He had more options for defensive, close, and long-range combat. Being almost twice as big, his size and strength surmounted.
I didn't even take that into consideration.
And whenever Sektor did get an upper hand, Fulgore simply overclocked his reactor to compensate.
And while neither of them have successfully defeated their rivals, Sektor has been humiliated by Sub-Zero over and over. But Fulgore would have won his second duel with Jago if Orchid hadn't stepped in.
It took the combined might of 2 demigod killers to take
that makes
Fulgore
sense.
down.
In the end, Sektor got blown up.
The winner is
Sektor still did pretty good. But good job, Fulgore.
Next time on...
Alright, is it finally time? It's a good sign, but is this who I think it is? Because I don't want to spoil it if it isn't. Yep. Yes. Godzilla! Yeah! Oh, they didn't show his enemy. Oh, well.
Hey, thanks for watching this latest episode of Death Battle. Be sure to like and subscribe and favorite and all that stuff.
And don't forget to show it to everyone. Dogs, cats, friends, people who aren't your friends, enemies, tell them why you're better. I don't know, show it to every person. And I don't care, just share it with people.
Well, I think with this little video, I think I actually might have just shared it with a lot of people. And I will be sure to share it with as many people as I possibly can. That was awesome. I'm glad to see that for once my predictions are actually a bit more accurate. Usually I always miss something really, really important that turns the entire tide in battle. It's nice to see that I finally managed to really kind of come to the exact same conclusion they did. Like, Sektor, he's a good fighter, he really genuinely is, but he just had way too much trouble. Fulgore just was packing way too much heat to be able to even handle it. If Sektor was even faster than he was, then he might have been able to, say, like, jump around or evade his attacks, but Killer Instinct characters are known for being very quick with the punches, very ferocious, and all around they are not an easy breed of warrior to beat, let's just say that much. But okay, yeah, alright, and with that, next time, we'll have Godzilla. Oh yes. And it appears they have not told anybody exactly who he will be fighting. I know who it is. And honestly, if you really think about it, it's kind of obvious who he's gonna fight, but I absolutely no doubt in my mind that next episode is going to be fantastic. Alright, I hope you guys had a fantastic time watching me watch this show. It's a very interesting formula we've got going on here, but I hope you had fun. I hope you had some laughs. Oh, you know what I completely forgot? You probably should have watched this before watching me watch it. I'll put links in the beginning of the video, so it'll be fine. Anyway, hope you guys had a fantastic time, and I'll see you guys next time.